So recently, a lot of Butch Hartman stuff has came out, and now we're gonna rank all of them from the worst to the best. So let's get on to it. So recently, guys, you guys don't know, I grew up with Butch Hartman shows as a kid, and basically, I really liked it from the shows, movies, and the TV series, from the crossovers he have done. So here we go. Let's go. Starting on in last place will have to be the Very Odd Summer movie. I was watching this movie as a kid, liking it the best I can, and because it had Drake Bell back as Timmy Turner and all the cast members from the Very Odd Parents. And it's just that this movie has very much felt like rushed, as you guys can see, and it was very weird and very not hobbiness, But basically what I was thinking is that the story development of Timmy wants to kiss this girl again, but with a you won't remember in the first movie, which is in this ranking, that it didn't go well. It just it made him lose his fairies in the first movie. So basically him doing that again, it's not a good idea. It's just to let you guys know. Starting in fifth place will have to be Bunsen is a Beast. I sat down and watched this series and hated it. I watched one single episode. Just one. And it was so bad and so derivative, like cliche in that. But it wasn't the greatest thing I ever saw, and it got bad. So, and I think the only reason why I don't like this is because it's not the ordinary Butch Hartman way, if you know what I mean. Not the Butch Hartman magic. So that's why it deserves in fifth place in this list. Started in sixth place will have to be Tough Puppy. I mean Tough Puppy. I hate to be harsh on this, but this movie was, this show had not lasted for so long. It lasted, I think, for 3 seasons, I think. My throat. And basically, it's just so weird. And recently, I thought, you know what, Butch Hartman tried his best with Tough Puppy, but the jokes are not funny. The character arc's not good. My sisters like it. I didn't, so that's why it belongs in sixth place. Starting in fifth place will have to be Very Odd Christmas. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. It's very much not a good idea for this. It was a very much bland, forgettable piece of it wasn't a Christmas special. It felt more like it was trying to be a Christmas special for other people of Very Odd Parents, but it didn't work. It was one of the least favorite movies of all time, and it just didn't feel like it. Basically, is it a good Christmas special? Yes. Does it have problems? A lot of problems. But would I like to watch it on Christmas? No. I would stick watching the Danny Phantom Christmas special. Or, for example, but he only got one Christmas special, so, Our fourth place will have to be Very Odd Parents, the movie. Very Odd movie, grew up, Timmy Turner. This movie was the very first adaptation of a live-action interpretation of Very Odd Parents with Drake Bell as Timmy Turner. And when I sat down and watched it, it was very much down the flap. It was still good. Drake Bell is amazing as Timmy Turner. Reason why is because I grew up with him when Drake and Josh, which we're going to rank soon, and it was very much well done and well developed. And, to make Timmy Turner a grown-up that doesn't graduate, hadn't gotten a job, and the whole story of him falling in love, I thought you took it from Very Odd Parents. You took it from Very Odd Parents, but, it was bland and forgettable, but is it still memorable in the fourth place? you know. So coming in third place will have to be Jimmy, Timmy, Power Hour, all three of them, because I don't want to put them all in this one ranking of all three parts. So I'm just going to put them all three together, even though I didn't do it with the movies, but I don't care. Jimmy, Timmy, Power Hour is supposed to be a crossover with Timmy Turner and Jimmy Neutron, and it just boxed together, and it was very well done. It was really cool to see Jimmy and Timmy's world and Timmy's and Jimmy's world. But the problem is the way how they handled the Fairy Odd Parents characters, the way they were handled in CGI. I know they had Butch Hartman to help with that, and sorry, I'm thirsty when I talk. I know they were trying to make it look better for other people, like, for example, Cosmo and Wanda, like, what happened to them? Like, it was so bad CGI, it was so bad that I legit wanted to puke my guts out. Then we get to one of the guys from Fairy Odd Parents. Like I said, Reason on number 3, but it was cool to see these two crossover, and I'm glad to see the three-parters in person as a kid and as a teenager. I actually, rewatched the series, so, yeah. So, coming in second place will have to be Fairy Odd Parents. This was a long-running Nickelodeon series for a long time, and it only lasted, I don't know how many seasons. Hang on. How many seasons did it last for? 10 seasons. That's insane. But, yeah, it lasted in 10 seasons. Great CGI. Not CGI. Great animation. Great character arc. And, of course, they had a girl voiced Timmy Turner, which I didn't know it was a girl. I actually thought it was a kid. A kid who was a guy. You know, I didn't know it was a girl. Not being sexist or anything, but I didn't know it was a girl. And it was pretty cool to also hear that Jimmy Neutron's voice actor was voiced by a girl. But we'll rank the Jimmy Neutron movie and the 3 seasons when I get a chance, you know. But I think I really enjoyed this series. But the reason why it's on second place, it got worse during the later seasons because this new character that got very, very annoying. And that's why it's in second place. Now, you already knew this was coming. Number 1 would have to be Danny Phantom. My gosh, I wanted to rank these 3 seasons, but I can't because I love all 3 of them, you know. But like the best thing of the story, it's the story about a 14-year-old kid who gets ghost powers, and he learns how to control it and become a grown man, and of course have to learn to keep his secret from his family, who's also ghost hunters, which is really funny. They don't know he's half ghost. And it's just, and fighting all these ghosts is like, you respect the character. You learn to get used to him, you know? You learn to know the character of Danny Fenton, a.k.a. Danny Phantom, because you learn that Danny is practically trying to be a teenager. He's trying to be both a teenager and Danny Phantom to defend Amity Park. But when you get to the final episode, he's like, didn't want to keep his powers anymore, and then magically, the asteroid's coming. He gets Sam. Sam and him get together. Like, it's amazing. The relationship with Sam and Danny worked very well. It's kind of like how it worked with Kim and Ron, which I talked about in my other ranking of Kim Possible. I don't think I'll put a link in the description, but it was great to see these two. Great to see the show grow, and it's still being grown by a lot of you guys, including me. I mean, I even make fan comic books of a cinematic universe of Danny Phantom. That's how long I knew the show, how long I loved it, and all the other cartoons I grew up with. So, those of you who are Danny Phantom fans, enjoy just rewatch. If you haven't seen the show, check it out. That's why it's on number 1. Thank you so much for watching this ranking of this video of all the Butch Hartman properties. Like, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Tell me in the comments below what is your ranking of all the Butch Hartman shows that he did recently, or the movies he did recently. Doesn't count of the Vegetable Guys and all of the other shows that says Butch Hartman. Those don't count to me. So all the ones you saw on this list, I know a lot of you guys are going to put Bunsen as a Beast in last place probably, but you know, easier way. But I kind of am enjoying this ranking stuff. So, like I said, like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next videos. Peace!